It has to be stopped before it goes bigger, and then the sewage goes into the water pipes.
What that notice will tell you is that this government is completely disorganized.
PNG happenings.
Remember to subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Dive into discussions on current events, cultural insights and social issues, exploring the vibrant stories and challenges shaping the nation.
With Rona 1 and 2 to 3 to be shut off to repair this emergency thing and some other work that has to go. So city will be running out of water. El Nino will also come, affecting the whole country. And so water safety is the biggest issue that I'm seeing right now. Water safety is paramount to life. And as the opposition rightly said, all those issues with water, all the problems related to bad water will come to the city residents. And so from May to July, I'm told, the procurement has to take place. Right now, I'm asking the minister, have the pipes been ordered? Have they been procured? When are they coming? Has work on the leak begun? It has to be stopped before it goes bigger, and then the sewage goes into the water pipes. Then the city in trouble. That's the point I want to emphasize. So we need to educate ourselves. Right now, I'm also calling upon the city residents, boil the water that is coming through the PNG, the NCD water system. Don't just drink it out or put it in a water cooler and just drink it out. No, boil it first. Because I'm hearing that some sewage has taken place already. I hope I'm wrong, but I want the minister and the MD for Water PNG to assure the citizens of Port Moresby City that this has not yet happened. And then they need to work on this leakage immediately if they haven't got. But all I know is the pipes required to prevent the leak and the bypass that they will have to do have not been procured, and therefore there is a 30-day, 21-day procurement, time that we know we are going to wait for another 30 days. If they won't arrive in the next 30 days, this leak will get bigger and bigger, and we are in trouble. That's a message I want to appeal to the minister and his chairman and MD of Water PNG to now come out today and inform the city residents that we are safe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks to the media again for attending to this very important conversation this afternoon. I thank the opposition leader, former Prime Minister, Honorable Peter O'Neill, and Honorable Sir Patem for joining us. On behalf of the opposition, we think it's very important to point out some a matter of national interest, if I may say. Now, this water situation is such that, if you understand Port Moresby, not too long ago, and the water capacity is intended for about 300,000 people, population of Port Moresby. Port Moresby has not always been as populous as it is today, now bearing over 1 million people in the city and the peripheries of Port Moresby into Hirikwari. The infrastructure has indeed aged since the 1960s. And one would think that maintenance of water reticulation infrastructure would be one of the greatest priorities for any city to deal with, and for any government to put on the top of the agenda, considering the influx of people from all parts of the country. Now, this really is a matter of great concern, because that in itself, the fact that a National Department of Planning comes out, cap in hand, asking for money from the international partners and development partners is quite an embarrassing situation to be in. Two things are clear in today's paper. One is, on one hand, there are water woes being expressed in the Post-Korea today of National Department of Planning and on behalf of the government going and cap in hand to donor partners asking for financial support for water carts, water bottles, storage capacities, water distribution. It's what that notice will tell you is that this government is completely disorganized, out of their depth, have no foresight, no sense of empathy for our people and our people's health. And so this is embarrassing. What you'd think that the government should be, we've just adjourned from 2 weeks of parliamentary sitting. Nobody, not the Minister for State-Owned Enterprise, not the Prime Minister, nobody on the government side, or even the Minister for Disaster, thought it important to address the nation of this water crisis that we are going into now. And we will only learn of it through this, of these measures as an afterthought through a memo that has gone out to the public. This is complete incompetence, neglect, and just completely mindless, if you like. On the other hand, there is a statement of 700 plus million that IMF has given to the country yet again, added on top of our already big economic black hole, now ranging at 4.4 billion, for our children to pay into the future. Where is that money going? And why are we begging, on the other hand, begging for money while we've got money coming in from the IMF? This is just complete, utter, irresponsible show of leadership, or the lack thereof. So, the minister needs to come out and water PNG, as Honorable Sir Puka Temu did say, media should, after this, go to water PNG and find out what the plan is. Go to KCH and ask them what the plan is. What is the plan of the government to, in an organized fashion, provide this water solution? Apparently there's a 20-year water plan for Port Moresby. In that water plan, there are proposed alternative sources of water, and there should be a plan of action as to how these water woes could be addressed. This problem didn't just surface. Now we're talking about an El Nino, and apparently the worst in the history of our country. We've had one El Nino before in 2015, and even before that in about 1998 or 99. And it's a recurring event or problem. So the city and the government should be putting this right on the top of the agenda as a responsive measure for the people we care for. 1 million people. The water issue is compromised. One thing is for certain, health crisis will shoot up. And the Honorable Sir Puka Temu did point out already, the direct effect, the impact of that is typhoid, cholera, dysentery, and just all manner of health issues will loom. 14 days is a very long time for a city like Port Moresby to go without water, without a real plan, and without any care for her people. I think that's all I can say at this point. So we're clear, Port Moresby. We're very clear. There cannot be any confusion that we are being handled or mishandled by completely incompetent government in so far as our water issues are concerned. Thank you.
PNG happenings.